1,000 damage from just the wipe. Hello, Mother Mage here, and welcome back to Dauntless. I was just admiring all of the airships. We still have a quest to turn in, though, because we killed the Shrike last time. I believe it was. Yes, it is because we killed the Shrike. And we have a ton more quests to, do.
And a good day to you, Slayer.
Yes, and to you.
That's all for
Strike
now,
Seal,
I think.
I remember that was more dodging type of deal. Creates an aura that grants nearby slayers plus 15% movement speed and
Back
plus
to my
40%
work.
movement speed for yourself. Not really preferred. I would like the tankiness, especially when you're learning a weapon. But now we can go hunt some things. Wait, do we not have quests yet? Wrong button. Burn notice. I need to go kill 3 normal creatures. That was the quest. And what is my dailies? I forgot to check that. Let's first make sure about my dailies. So, patrol. Hunt one of those. And hunt 10 behemoths. Any weapon. Good. Here there is blazing weapon, dropped with a sword, and 10 with hammers. Hammers are quite nice. I know hammers are quite nice. I quite like the hammers again. So, wait, I can get a hammer if I remember correctly. Wrong one. Over here. I'm not doing too well with the axes, but I might give it another shot just for in case, because I believe there was one for the two behemoths killed with a blazing weapon. So that's any behemoth. So I can go fight, say, Quill Shot, maybe. Maybe a cool shot doesn't count. Skarn. Let's go into Skarn again. But this time, with Nax. Oh, that face just looks a bit meh. I did not do a good job on that face. You look at it from up close. Oh. I'm assuming there's going to be another wipe at some point, like right before release, like full release. Wow, I get it, it's a bit early, but yeah, it's like almost nobody taking time. Nobody wants to fight this Skarn anymore. Ah, there we go. Now we have a couple of people. This guy's planning on upgrading his armor, probably. This guy as well. That is some really cool looking armor. With the dark color scheme, makes those rocks look very nice. But it's also the molten one instead of this one is a rock, the one where Skarn armor, and this one is the one we fought last episode, I believe, or last part. Call them parts. I don't know why. I suppose it makes sense. Waiting for server. This tends to happen. Because I live in South Africa, I usually need to wait for servers to be able to reach me. Because, yeah, South African internet. Not really the best, but not the worst. I believe there is worse. A lot worse. Like trying to play something like this on a mobile phone's data. That's gonna be a bit of a pain, but might be able to do it. Might. I had a friend once that was actually playing League of Legends for his phone's data. It would have probably cost him a lot. I wouldn't even imagine what type of technical difficulties you would have to go through just in order to get it to work. And then it's going to be really slow. The payoff is not very good. Unless you're a good cell reception area, and maybe you'll be able to survive. But then of course League of Legends is not one of the most easiest games to play. Let alone when you have a latency of 200 milliseconds, while most of the other players have like maybe 100. Which just makes it infinitely harder. We're heading for that one right there. Jump into it. Hopefully it will transport us up all the way. Or at least to a spot where we can see a bit better. I believe it's up there. Haven't heard anybody find it yet, but we need more dash leaf. We only have the stamina recovery potions, sadly. I forgot to bring any others, or I think that we might have ran out, that's why we don't have any of them. Okay, yeah, there it is. Could have signaled, we could have had everybody here, but I do believe we only have 3 of us? Maybe. Maybe the 4th one is already here. Not sure. Nah, I only see 2 names there. Just gonna keep on firing up into the air. Oh no, 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 no. No, no. Break this. Kill the tree. I used an axe where an axe should be used. Oh no, 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 no. Ooh, close one. Not a lot of damage, but and again, it does have armor. I believe the hammer actually does a little bit more damage. Beautiful. Ow, it landed on me. I launched that attack a bit early. A bit early again. That was a decent hit right there. Damage bonus. Nice. Ow. I just stood there. Beautiful. Got a stun off on it as it was charging me. With the sideways charge. Some beautiful damage I'm doing there. When you're fighting a slow thing like this, it's quite a lot easier to use the I might go down. That was a really good hit right there. Plus now I have a double boost on damage. And I love that it recharges the other one as well. That's 1k damage. It's gonna do those movements. 2, 3, now. decent damage I can do right there. When its armor's up, I can do a lot less, but still, it's pretty decent damage. Oh, used in the wrong direction. Get that third damage boost up. Get some more health in. Because I'm out of stamina potions now. It's almost 300 on basic hit. That it being downed, which it is now. I can get a hit in just as it goes down. There's 900 damage on a basic hit because I hit it twice in a row. Need to get to it as quick as possible because I want to use that bit that I have charged up in order to quickly save my damage so that I can keep it on like 4, increase it to 4 times damage. Right. Yeah, 4 times damage. It is. The multiplier. Keep the multiplier. 1,500 damage. Do believe that's a lot of damage. 290. Oh, I messed that one up. No, 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 no. Rotation. Eek. No. Luckily somebody could get it stunned. Not that it really mattered because I did use the last one. I know my stamina is empty. That's some decent damage I did there. Ow, and I just went down. See if I can give someone some points by at least reviving me. And I failed. My positioning was off by just a little bit. That was enough to puzzle my entire attack. Let's not do that. First charge up my main strike. Okay, so I can only go up to a maximum of 3. Well, I at least did not join the space program this time. $500 damage. up, come on, stamina. That was okay hit. I'm not doing as much damage as I did with the hammer. That's just because of the inherent problems with the axe. I believe it went in this direction. Not sure. Because it was facing in that direction. Okay, now it's in this direction. Don't ask me why I picked that up. Maybe I just wanted to waste some time. Okay, up here. No, further up. Knowing it's going to go to the third and final area, which is right over here. Yes. So I want to charge it up, sadly, so I might lose my speech. Yeah, I did lose it. What a shame. Nope, no. It might actually mainly be on the big attack that I can use the multiplier. So it did do about 900 damage now. Yes, I got a I actually got the kill there. My leg. I want the leg. Well, we got a D at least. It's better than last time. I did go down, but I did help someone up to that kind of counterbalances each other. Caused interrupts. I think we got a bronze or a gold on caused interrupts now. That was a pretty good match with the axe, but I think I like the hammer more. I feel like I can do more damage with the hammer. I believe so. But I still need to fight another match with this one, so I'll try it on the Gnasher and see how I do there. Because Gnasher doesn't have as much armor, so it might be a bit easier. But you definitely need to keep in mind what you're fighting when you're choosing your weapon. Because when you're fighting something like a Shrike that's really fast, or Embermane that's really fast, or uses a lot of ranged or stuff like that, the axe is not going to be your best choice. You want something that's going to give you the mobility that you require in order to dodge things, like perhaps a sword, or the hammer even, because the hammer also has a couple of dodges and stuff like that. I still don't know about the Warpike because I still don't have the Warpike, but once I have that I will be able to do a nice review on see exactly how you can fight with it and in what situations I believe it's going to be more useful. So against heavily armored targets the hammer works really good, and the axe works good against lightly armored but still slow targets, like essentially glass cannons with no mobility, stuff like that, or low mobility. Then there is the sword, which works good against pretty much anything. It's good against most things. Aetherborn Shell. Increase the benefit of using Aether Vents. That's nice. But the Chain Blades work against most things. May not deal as much damage, but if you use them correctly, they can do nearing as much damage in one, like, blast than most of the other
Greetings,
things can do. So overall, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Skarn. What did I have for Skarn? Do I have a Skarn axe? I do have a Skarn axe, but I don't want to upgrade it because I have
Keep
the
your blades sharp.
fire axe now. Can I
Wills can
perhaps
always
make
find
a
time.
hammer? No, I cannot. I need 2 hide. I do not have any hide. So all of them take the exact same ingredients, which is the hide, and I have none
Form and
left.
blades mean quality.
So in order to do the... Oh, I can just use the one over here. How didn't I think about that? Wait, let me see here. So in order to get this one up, because it's 2 levels and I get the war pikes, I'm going to need to fight a couple of creatures with the hammer. Try and do that. 2 more days left for 10 creatures to be killed with hammer. Or interrupt things with swords, or just kill them with burning items. This is going to be the last one. I believe that's to next level, it's 120 XP, so it's not really that much. It's gonna be this one plus like 1 extra. A little bit extra, and then we'll have it. And then it's just 1 level further, and then we get the war pikes, which I'm definitely looking forward to. But we need to fight normal things, so I'll just go here again. Let's go fight the quill shot. Actually, quill shot might be fun because it rolls around a lot, and it's a bit lighter armored than the Skarn. So let's try the quill shot. Let's test out my theory about the axe being for a bit more lightly armored targets. For like the targets that are lightly armored glass cannons, essentially, that don't move around a lot, because once the thing moves around a lot or doesn't get interrupted, it's a bit of a problem. Because once it moves around, or can move around quite a lot, and your allies can't get it like interrupted and stunned easily, then you are at a massive disadvantage. Though you can hit very hard. You can hit like scarily hard with this axe. Like 1,500 on a single hit, that's pretty decent. Though your base damage is a bit low, I must admit, it's a bit low. So you need to make a choice between charging, not charging, using your special abilities, and interrupts are basically on you hitting the target at like point blank range. Which is a bit hard, if you haven't noticed. Same with interrupting with the hammer. The hammer is a hard thing to interrupt with, because you have to either like jump and again hit them at the exact right time. So you have to know exactly when to jump. You have to get that timing on perfectly for that specific behemoth. So yeah, it's kind of hard to use and interrupt with the hammer. The axe I found a bit easier, especially with the Skarn when it does the side one and you've already got it charged up. Because your NK is trying to hit it, so once it's charged up, so most of the time it's the perfect time for it to start attacking, and then you hit it as it's trying to charge you. Follow this guy again. Follow this direction. I don't remember what was here. Oh, some white flowers. Iron thistles. Always a good idea to gather plants before every battle. It sounds like a bad idea, but it isn't. Gathering some nice hallucinogenic mushrooms. Not eating them, brewing them into a potion, which removes the hallucinogenic part. I'm gonna go grab that. This guy had the exact same idea I did. Did I grab that? Really? Okay. Now I can run a bit quicker. Nice high up area. There it is. That is always scary. I don't like jumping off of cliffs, but it's the fastest route. But it still freaks me out every single time. Aw, it's just a normie. Or he doesn't know how to select it. It's gonna start shooting at me. Not that that's gonna matter much. Whee! 1, 2, 3. Ow. I missed the signs of that happening. And I forgot about another thing. 2, 3. 800 damage. So it does a lot more parts damage. When the creature doesn't have parts like that skarn, or open parts anyways, it's kinda hard to deal a lot of damage. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hunt the open parts of the creature. When you do that, you can actually do quite a lot of damage. I was afraid that it was going to attack me with that. Now it definitely is. Keeping misjudging the movements a little bit. Yeah, I did not expect that to hit. 1000 damage on just the right. Just a horizontal swing. Interrupting. $800 damage. Did I not get hit by that? That was strange. Wow, really? The moment it's fully charged. Holding it back is about the only problem I have with the stamina. Ow. That one's already been broken. It's constantly moving. Overcharged it there. Doesn't 300 on that face. Ow. I really need that stamina potions when I'm fighting with this. Nice. Got his face. Another one on his face. Good. And I was up to button mashing. And it's dead. The last bit actually did quite a lot of damage. You know you're lined up and it's not you don't need a lot of damage. It's actually better to just button mash. Well, now I know. Bronze on broken parts. Wasn't that good, but it was still fun. At least we didn't go down this time. But yes, I'm learning the axe. So, you need to know when to use what in what situations. That is the one problem with the axe. It's not for every situation, but it can handle many of the situations. I must admit, it's a very good weapon. Maybe not for me, because your damage takes a drastic hit when the target does not have like a lot of parts to break off. Then it takes a drastic drop in like quality of damage. But you can get a lot of damage as long as you're building up the meter, getting charged hits in, building up the meter, building up that damage bonus, and then start just button mashing it. So that's definitely a way of fighting with it. First building up the damage bonus and then button mash your way to victory. Well, let's see what the next quest is.